Today I want to show you how to play hard to get with a guy and not scare him away, but instead you are able to attract him by playing hard to get. But unfortunately, so many people in this world completely misunderstand the idea behind playing hard to get. They believe that playing hard to get means to show up late on a date, to not be available for calls, to not text back, or to at least wait 2 or 3 days until you text back. But if you go down this path of playing hard to get, which, yes, we could argue is one way of playing hard to get, you will fail. And the reason why you will fail is because, well, the techniques that might work with an average guy do not work with the high quality guy that you have an interest in. Or let me rephrase that. The things that an average guy puts up with are things that a high quality man will not put up with. So it's not that you showing up late on a date works in making him more interested in you. It's just that an average guy or below average guy who doesn't have any options will put up with it in the hope that somehow he will get you. But when it comes to a high quality guy, when we're talking about a handsome lawyer, a handsome business owner, a generous, kind doctor, these type of men, they have options. They have women left and right who want to date them. So when it comes to them, you showing up late on a date or you waiting 3 days until you text him back simply means that he will move on. And this is something that I've experienced with so many of my coaching clients, that they told me about these experiences where they wanted to attract a certain man and they then read in Cosmopolitan or any other magazine, or maybe they were also listening to another dating coach for women who then told them, oh, you have to play hard to get by not responding to texts immediately and by showing up late on the date. And then they did these things and then they wondered why the guy didn't text them anymore and didn't want to go out with them anymore. Because they were dealing with a highly successful and therefore sought after man who values his time. And if you want to get rid of such a man very fast, which I think you don't want to, then you can go down this path of playing hard to get, where you, and I want to sum it up again, you don't text back immediately, or at least you wait 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 week until you text back. And in this week, there will be so many other women who show interest in him. And then you show up late on the date, and this is something that might sound quite, well, maybe it sounds arrogant, but you have to understand it from that perspective. If a man is highly successful and he takes his time out of your busy schedule to go on a date with you, and he, for example, could earn $300 in an hour, and you show up late for half an hour, that's a lot of money that he leaves on the table. And because most of my coaching clients are very successful women. So put yourself in his shoes. If you, for example, were about to go on a date with a guy and you then invested time to make yourself beautiful, to put your best dress on, to do your makeup, and then on the date, you're waiting for over half an hour until he shows up, you would also feel disrespected. So playing hard to get in this way is a surefire way to fail. But there's a different way, a more powerful way how you can play hard to get that doesn't require you to do any of the things that I just shared with you, and that actually works. And that has to do with the good old push-pull principle. And that's that you flirt with him and you show interest and then you pull back again. Then you flirt again, and then you pull back again. And I don't mean this in the sense of you flirting with him on day 1, and then on day 2, you're showing him no affection whatsoever, the cold shoulder treatment, and he's completely confused and says, huh, what's going on now? I thought she likes me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting that in 1 day, or you could also say 1 date. That you, for example, in the beginning of the date, already start the date by showing clearly that you have an interest in him. Maybe you want to smile at him in a mischievous way, maybe even in a seductive way. Then you want to get closer up to a point where you even touch his body. And then when he thinks, oh yeah, she really likes me, oh, there's some attraction there, then you pull back a little bit and you go on distance and you let him work, you let him make a move, you let him think, okay, now she's a little bit distant again, I think I have to make an effort. And that's the beautiful chasing game, how you can make him chase by playing hard to get, by using your flirting skills that you will have once you join my 8-week Love Magnet coaching program, that you will have and that you can then use in order to play hard to get in this very playful way. And this is actually the idea that I want to share with you, that when it comes to playing hard to get, you want to play hard to get in a way where it feels lighthearted, it feels playful, it feels beautiful. You don't want to play hard to get in a way where it could be seen as disrespectful, aka the top most terrible ways of playing hard to get that I shared with you earlier, especially showing up late on a date. But if you do it in a very playful way, in a playful way where you pull back again and you then give him a little bit, you pull back again, you get closer, then you move away again, you maybe even initiate touch and then you pull back again. This is what fires him up, and then when you pull back, that's when he wants to chase you. Then it fires him up again by you getting closer, by you maybe even touching him, by you holding deep eye contact, and then when he's boiling, then you pull back again and you're a little bit more distant. You walk with a little bit more distance between him and you're not that touchy-feely anymore, and you don't hold that much eye contact, you don't smile that much anymore. And that's the moment where his animal instinct will take over, and that's when he wants to turn into a conqueror. That's when he wants to conquer your heart. And this is a perfect way of using playing hard to get in a playful way that allows you to draw him to you more and more. And on top of that, I want to share a second principle with you, and that's the principle of the unknown or the unpredictable. And this is also a great way of how you can play hard to get. And what that means is that you keep things, and again, I can use this example of boiling things up a little bit and then letting it cool down by being just a little bit unpredictable. And I don't mean this in a crazy dramatic way that out of nowhere you simply start to scream, "Ah!" and he gets a heart attack. That's not what I'm talking about. But by simply making moves that he doesn't expect, by touching him in a moment where he doesn't expect it, by leaning in a moment where he doesn't expect it, by maybe even taking him to a dating venue that he doesn't expect it, by doing all these things, this can allow you to make the whole experience for you and for him so much more interesting. And this, of course, is a way to make him want you more and more, to make him chase you more and more. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. And of course, I invite you that if you're ready to become a woman who magnetically attracts high quality men, that you go to gethimkeephim.com/magnet, or you click on the first link in the description to find out more about my 8-week Love Magnet coaching program, which is my one-on-one coaching program for every woman who wants to be a magnet for love. And in this coaching program, we will have 8 individual one-on-one coaching sessions together, and each of these coaching sessions builds upon the previous one. And I want to do my best to help you to become a woman who easily and effortlessly attracts the man of her dreams. And if there's something specific you want to talk about with me, then you also have the opportunity to go to gethimkeephim.com/coaching, or to click on the second link in the description to find out more about the individual coaching sessions that I offer. And I would be truly honored if you gave me the opportunity to help you, to guide you, and to make sure that you will be able to easily and effortlessly attract the man of your dreams.